Hi friends, here is a little look into my craft room. Got my little filming sign and walking into my room. I have this couple things here made by Jubilee and myself. And here is the basic first impression. My window, I've gotten the sun in right now, so that one window is pretty bright. So there's the first look when you walk in. And that's my happy place right there. Right there. I have a trunk under there. I have my camera set up there, and I'll give you a little closer look at that later. That's my husband's printer, and it's a black and white printer. I use that sometimes. And I have gone to putting things on the walls and on the closet doors and up high, just to have something to look at, some of the things that I have created that I enjoy. And in this closet, I've got some wallpaper up there and a box of journals, a wreath that I haven't done anything with, and this lovely shelving unit that my husband installed when we remodeled the house. And on the top shelf is some writing stuff and some miscellaneous books. The next shelf are all my glue books. And looks like and several other books. I see some Christmas ones here, and there's my junk journey, YouTube journey junk journals right there. Gotta shut my door. Okay. And so yes, these are glue books here. And down here I have a lot of my glue books from, years gone by. 2021, 2022 are behind those. Lots of different glue books there. And on this shelf are all of my junk journals. Some people would consider glue books junk journals, but that's up to interpretation. But these are all journals that have no writing in them. They are ready to be used as journals. Some are homemade by me. Most are, in fact. But there's this little stack right here that are not. But yeah, those are all usable journals. And then down here, and so is this box here. This box doesn't have a place. So, and then I've got some drawing stuff, a box of Project Life cards, some books to pull from for junk journaling. There's a couple more journals that can be used. Down low here, my guitar stand. Some file folders and paper and miscellaneous things right there. Okay, hang on. There's some tote bags. And on this, I'm gonna peek through this way. These are travel totes. They're Creative Memories scrapbook totes that I've had for years, and they're great for traveling for art supplies. And the other side of the closet is just a mess, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Yeah, I painted these pictures. Sorry for the squeak. I painted these like 3 weeks ago. These two are still wet. They're oils. So, I don't know. Anyway, moving into the closet, I have a briefcase up there that also can be used for a travel. And in here, this is tight because I've got the table right in front of me. Obviously fabric on the right there, and just some miscellaneous things over there, a tote, some more fabric, a basket for like if I want to work in the living room. Sometimes I fill this up and just carry it in there. That's all my Christmas junk journaling. I have a pair of jeans for working on, an empty box, some paper. This is a lap desk that I use sometimes too. That's only jewelry, making things, a bunch of clips. I got bowl clips, a bunch of those. Oh, just miscellaneous things in here. And in here is the sticker maker, some a label maker. This box is miscellaneous stuff. More miscellaneous. It's just a mess down in here. And this is, I haven't gotten to this side yet to clean it out, but I did clean out the book side. And these things down here are great for making texture on coffee dyed papers. Lots of bubble wrap for jelly printing too. So gotta love that. Even got some shaving cream for shaving cream. I haven't done that in a long time. A couple chairs for when people come to visit me in my craft room, or for out in the other spaces of the house if we have company. Okay, let's go this way. So yeah, that chair right here is housing a basket full of towels and blankets, and sometimes I put that underneath my desk for a footrest. Okay, this wall over here is, on the floor I have my rolling cart for trashy journals and other rolling carts for art supplies, and they're labeled for the most part, and I'll get a closer look at that in a minute. But I've begun to put things on the wall that I have painted. Oil paint, cardboard. Been messing around with some cardboard just for practicing, and some other things that I've liked that I wanted to have on the wall. Painting techniques and principles of composition, and some other things that I've done. My very first oil paint right there. Happy with that. But just some other fun things. And there's my CD player that works only when it wants to. My sister and me and my mom and dad. And these are my favorite things. If you can get a set of these are great. This has miscellaneous stuff in it, but shape cutters, stamp making, shape punches, water paints, oil paint supplies, and acrylic paint supplies down there, paintbrushes and extra stuff. Binding rings, some notepads, and in this one, I have it closed off because Jubilee was getting in there. But yeah, this has got some things in here like glitter and my these paints that I never use. I need to bring them out more. My colored pencils and a few crayons, washi tapes, and this one has just texture making supplies, as well as this bottom down here, and gelatos are not in here, they're over there. Okay, moving on. Let me change position here. Okay, backing up as far as I can get. So I have two shelves on top of each other. So it's a little top heavy. But on the top shelf is canvases for painting of different kinds, for oil painting, I use cardboard. I just sewed a bunch of cardboard too. So those are all up there. Some watercolor paper too. And obviously some glue, my glue stick stash, and some plastic bags. On the side hanging down is one of my smocks. I made a huge smock so to cover my whole body pretty much, and then I have smocks on this side too to cover up my sleeves. So I just had to make a big one because I was getting paint on me no matter what apron I had on. In the orange bin is my glues and adhesives. The brown one has little boxes of little things, like my paper clips have some buttons in the back. These are butterflies, roses, or flowers, more flowers. These are butterflies too. Whoops. Oh. It fell off the clip. Anyway, and I want to make a book and put it in this. Have some dried flowers, so just junk journal things in there. Next shelf, collage stuff right there. My collage book that I'm currently working on. This glue book, my words or text. This folder that has all kinds of ephemera in it. A couple of containers for different things. There's clusters in here and fabric or ribbon scraps in there. These are my brads. Here's my iPhone cases that need little books for them. This is my sewing basket. My daughter got me this for my birthday. It's one of those natural life ones. Oh, love it. Okay, then next down here, I've got a book that Jubilee uses to work in, and a bunch of magazines. And let's see, more magazines. Then down low, I've got some sewing and lace, my iron, more lace, some bins with different things in it, vintage ephemera, and down underneath of that is some other junk journal ephemera. In the ribbon elastic, embroidery floss, fabric scraps. I even have a pair of art painting shoes because sometimes paint drips on my feet. Okay, moving over. Okay, behind my smocks, here I have 2 smocks, is my guitar that's tucked in there, which I never use, which makes me sad. My easel, which I pull out every now and then. And this also is an easel board. I love that thing. It's so cool. And this is a drop cloth for underneath of that. And I can stand this up here and put the drop cloth down, and Jubilee can paint right there. And she also likes to use the easel. But this football, this strange football that my husband cut off is for keeping my easel to stay in place. I know, strange, but that's what it's for. Okay, let's go up on this shelf that my friend Brenda gave me a long time ago. So thank you, Brenda. I use it all the time. Let's see, clock from my grandmother, some other art things up there, a little wood guy of my dad's that somebody made for him. The clear bin over here are my ransom words. Underneath that is some Bible journaling stuff, and my huge ring-bound Bible journal is underneath that in the pink box. Coming down lower, this shelf, the orange bin are bags and envelopes. The pink bin are ephemera tags for junk journaling, and cards are in the pink box. And then this shelf has lots of different things. Got painted papers for my ring-bound journals. I have the greens, the blues, and the reds. So far, those are the only colors that I've done anything with. This marbling kit, which I'm probably never going to use. I wish I hadn't bought it. Some strips of things in there, and this little roller bin. This has lots of little things in it. There's some Velcro, some beads and flowers, tacks, stickers like ring those things that make your ring things. I can't think of the name of them, but you know what I'm talking about. These things. Okay, brain. And then some extra flowers down there, and they just grab and go. And this is one of my little journals that I have in there, a little trashy junk journal. Some of my stamps that I've made, palette knives, corner rounder, small punches. Some more stamps that I have for texture making, binder clips, my gloves, hole punch, stapler, compass, rubber bands, and scrapers. I think I've moved the scrapers since then. But yeah, and then all of my journals, current journals that I'm working through are on, and some of my Somerset Studio magazines, paint books, and inspiring art books right there. And back in here are my sparklies. And here is all my sparklies. Gotta keep them kind of hidden so Judy doesn't get them. But I got a whole little bin of sparklies. And then like this little stamp. Got little stampy stuff in here. Little letter stamps. And some fabric scraps that are clusters. My sewing kit, more buttons, and the cover for my easel if I want to take it out and about. Under that is my sewing drawer and my crocodile drawer. This is my words drawer. These are my little words, big words. Another box, had more words in there, word clusters in there. And then let's get down low. All right, on the floor. Ribbon, napkins, containers for when I do big projects. Water, there's like 3 different containers of water back there because I don't have a sink in my room, so it's nice to have extra water. Papers, stencils, and more stencils. And these are all sticker letters. These 2 bins are sticker letters, and some calendars I don't know what to do with, but wow, aren't they beautiful. my daughter gave me these, and my daughter in Oregon, so beautiful. And this box is all Jubilee's paintings that I need to figure out something to do with, and we could add more to them too. Some of them are really cool. So that's her little section. Okay, yeah, I went there, did that. Okay, oh, moving along. All right, some other things up there. Picture of Lake Marie, and I love this window. I get squirrels and birds up in that tree, and I can hear them. I have some hearts hanging here that I have made. Thank you, Janet Nash, for that idea. They're just hanging there, and when I make another one, I stick it on. I've given a couple away, so they're fun to have. Some people that I love. And more of my art right there, watercolor. I've got a little spider plant growing. That's the only plant I have in here. A couple candles. Some other art, and that Juby made me when I was sick. Sweet. Papers. These are my color-coded papers. A lot of these are scrapbook papers, but this front section right here are my painted papers. I've got calendar pages in here as well. And seasonal stickers. So that's a lot of fun. And on the side here is packaging print. I love that stuff for working in. And I got fodder folder here. Another, I got a drawer full of notebooks and cards. Yeah, this whole crate, this thing right here, was a gift from one of the teachers that I used to work with. And I love it. She said I could have it when she retired, and I was like, yay. Some newsprint and some other miscellaneous papers down here. And this crate, this rolling cart, has like drawing tools and scraps. So markers and oil pastels, Poscas, distress crayons, and then scraps, more scraps, music ledger graph paper, and little bags. I end up using bags and containers for lots of different things. A garbage can over there, and over here is my little desk drawer of miscellaneous things as well, like my little bracelets, my fun tack to put things on the walls, lotion, you know, office supply stuff in there. Post-its, my inks, stamps, more stamps, more stamps, and more stamps. I think I'm good on stamps. All right, let's go up to the desk. Over here is my printer, and it is a Canon, and it's a TS3522, and it's okay. I don't know, it's not the top of the line by any means, but I keep it covered because we get dust. And I have underneath of that, because it's on a rack, I have extra ink, some papers in there, this cutter, and tracing paper. Jubilee has taken to tracing and she's loving it. And my sewing machine, and when I need it, I just pull it out and put it over here somewhere. Black and white pens that can be shuffled around the desk wherever I need it. And this is my paint section. And to be honest, I don't like it, but I don't know what else to do about it. I just don't, it's not big enough. So maybe find another crate. But my watercolors, most of my watercolors are right here. I've got a couple jelly plates here, a bag of, or a container with rags. My acrylics, wow, sorry for, I sound like I'm out of breath. Kind of am, I don't know why. Some water that I'm trying to let evaporate a little bit. So my acrylic gel medium, and I bought some gold leaf, and I put it there because I want to make sure I have it to use, you know, out of sight, out of mind, right? My drop cloth papers, and then my, all my painting supplies, and my glue, that glue. Otherwise, my other glue's over there. Masking tape, paper clips, some things to glue on, and some extra rags that I use to dry off things, foam books for gluing, My chargers are right here, a couple notebooks right there. And this is all current things that I use frequently. My creativity and gratitude book with a sketchbook, because that's, you know, it's a year-long thing and I'm having so much fun with that. And then my Inktober book right now, that's what I'm working on. That is my YouTube Journey Junk Journal, my cutter and my keyboard that goes onto my iPad, my Werther's snack, and these are my glue sticks and my rulers. My tool supply container, my lamp, one of my lamps, that is my monitor. So when I'm filming, I can mirror image over there and I can see if I'm in frame or if out of focus or whatnot. So that's really good. And don't look at the dust. Oh my gosh, look at all that dust. Oh, where's the maid? Okay. And then this is my desk. This is where I work. I have a good time here, and I just have a towel protecting the table, and it's just one of these tables that you can get anywhere. And this table too is only like, it's like a 4-foot table, folding table. I think we got from Lowe's or Menards or something like that. Yeah, both of these tables. I have another one of these, and I used to have it up over there, but it just took up so much space. So let's talk about my camera setup. So this is an arm. It is not a tripod. I've tried tripods and I just can't get the angle that I want. So when I'm using my arm, it's flexible in all these different ways. So I can make it higher and I can make it go low. I'm sorry, this is difficult to film. And this is tilting and everything like that. So I have lots of options on how I can use this arm. So my phone on here though has to be facing up. So that's the way I do it. Okay, then there's probably another way to do it, but that's the way I do it. The screen faces up, but the camera faces down. And then I have this rubber band to keep it in place and this to keep it level. And this is also another light. And then I have it attached to this chair because it's a clamp. It's a clamp type thing. And so I can, lots of different ways. There's lots of different holes. It's very versatile as far as how you can utilize it. If you want to make your camera go that way, you can put it on the side. If you want to attach it to a shelving unit so that it comes, if you have a shelving unit here and you want it to come down, you could do that as well. There's lots of different ways you can use this arm. And if I can find the name of it, I will put it in the link below. It's been years since I bought it and it's just been served me well. The only thing is you got to make sure that this chair does not touch the table because this table wiggles and there is so much vibration if there's any kind of contact. So I have to make sure that it doesn't touch. And then this chair also, I needed to put a flat thing here. And my husband had these grips, these clamp things. And so that keeps that close in place. So I've got it in there tucked in tight. All the knobs are just screwed in as tight as they can so it won't wiggle around, and it has pretty good stability. Okay, you guys. Wow, what do you think? That is my craft room. Creativity is a mindset. Whoa, focus. Anyway, so that's my craft room. Oh, love you guys. Thanks for coming along. And we'll see you next time. Take care. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.